Hi, I'm Stephen from the School of Energy Awareness. I'm here today with my friend Maria, and we are going to have a look at a part of the resonator, the Light Resonator, that charges Energize Your Life products. So, when I say a part, this is a kind of portable part of the total Light Resonator, which is quite complicated, and some parts of it's rather massive. This is enough to show the difference between an uncharged Energize Your Life product and one that is fully operational. So what I have here is what will be the Guardian Energy Egg. At this point in time, it's a white jade stone egg that no doubt is sold in crystal shops, but uncharged crystals, I'm sure they do something, but it's not very strong, whatever it is. So we deliberately make certain devices put out a certain kind of signal which affects someone's life energy, or ki, Ki, or chi, if you like. And this is one of the original devices. The first form of it, which wasn't egg-shaped, started in 1984, 1985, thereabouts. It was called the Environmental Stress Eliminator, and that went through quite a few different iterations in terms of how it appeared, but it always held the same energy, but in more and more powerful forms. And this is the most recent form of the Environmental Stress Eliminator, which is now called the Guardian Energy Egg. Okay, Mario, do you have the phone?
Yep.
Alright, great. And it's working. Okay, so now we're going to see how the pulse to microwave radiation from a portable phone is affecting Mario. So, nice strong arm. Ready? Resist. Okay, this is not very strong. That's a standard response to a mobile phone signal. Someone's energy goes weak. If we're going to get precise, your heart energy gets weaker, the frontal lobes of your brain and other parts of your brain get weaker. It affects the liver, it affects the pancreas, it affects the genitourinary system. So all different parts of the body are affected by this kind of radiation. And obviously if you spend a lot of time on a mobile phone, that's going to have an accumulative effect over months and years. So now hold this white stone egg and just grip it. I'm going to do the same thing again. So nice strong arm, look at your phone, or talk to your phone, or listen to it. Ready? Resist. Okay, so it's the same. Yes? And now I'm going to take the egg and I'm going to put it on here for a moment. Of course, I'm assuming it'll stay there. Okay, that's fine. And now have the egg back. That's right. Here we go. Look at your phone. Ready? Resist. And now Mari's arm is rock solid. What has changed? When I put the egg on the charger immediately recognizes this particular material in this particular shape, and it starts putting a signal. It's called a mana, M-A-N-A, resonance into it. And when it's finished, and it takes a few seconds with this kind of setup, this becomes a Guardian Energy Egg. And when someone holds this particular kind of energy egg, when there's a stress coming into their body, it accelerates the body's natural elimination of incoming stress. We all do that all the time, but we have more and more environmental stresses, whether it's mobile phones or laptop computers or iPads, or, as you will see in a moment, other kinds of environmental stresses, and the body simply can't keep up. So the Guardian Energy Egg is accelerating our natural stress elimination function. So, having said there are more stresses in the environment than mobile phones, let's have a look at a few. So I just grabbed a few things in the house where we're staying, and there's a common stress in the kitchen. So let's see what happens with this. So I got the egg myself. I'm going to do the same thing again. My strong arm. Okay, ready? Resist. Now Maria's arm is good. And now put your hand in front of your forehead. That's fine. Okay, strong arm. Ready? Resist. And it's not so good. Just to compare that with nothing there. Hand in front of your forehead. Ready? Resist. That's a strong block. Now back here again. And once again. Ready? Resist. And Maria's sixth chakra that controls the frontal lobes of the brain has gone weak. Why is this happening? This is what's called the east sector of this room. And in feng shui, the east sector is in a sense allergic to metal. So you have metal in the east part of your room. It doesn't have to be the kitchen. It can be any room. Then metal starts putting out a kind of stress, so an environmental stress. So even though we can kind of make sense of electronic devices putting out stresses, in fact even before there were mobile phones and computers, there were all kinds of other things putting out environmental stresses affecting people's health and relationships and wealth and security and so on. And this is what feng shui has developed over probably thousands of years based on that recognition by people who could detect or sense or perceive in some way environmental stresses. So here's an energy egg, and hold on there. Okay, stick your arm out. Okay, ready? Resist. And now Maria's gone strong. So the guide energy egg now is. Want to hold your hand up there? Okay. Yeah. There you go. Okay. Right. You hold this hand. Hold the egg in this hand. Do the same way as last time. That's good. Okay. Ready? Resist. And it's rock solid. I'm not pushing too hard. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. So again, this is an incoming stress, and then the energy egg, the guardian energy egg, accelerates the elimination of that incoming stress then out of Maria's body. On the other hand, though, if you have the choice to keep your knives in a different part of your kitchen, that's a better choice. It's better to reduce the environmental stresses in your environment rather than try to be resisting the effects of everything everywhere. Let's look at something else. Here's something else. It's just another random article. It also happens to be made of metal, so it's just a metal bowl. So once again, without the energy egg, and let's do it without. Let's do it without that. This is a sixth chakra energy test. Let's do it without that first. Okay, ready? Resist. Okay, go to the sixth chakra. Ready? Resist. Okay, now go down to the fourth chakra. So this is bottom of the sternum. Good. Ready? Resist. And Maria's gone weak there. The reason I've changed it is because this kind of stress is affecting Maria's energy in a different area. So once again, let's do in this hand, let's do the energy egg. Hand in the same place. Here we go again. Ready? Resist. And now it's fine. So the energy egg is always automatically responding to incoming stresses, no matter where they are affecting the energy body, and eliminating them accordingly. Now, finally, just one more thing I noticed. Hold that. My strong arm. Here we go. Ready? Resist. Now, we don't have to hold this in any particular place, because Maria's energy is contracting all the way up. What's going on here? Let's just try something else. It's a black cable. So let's see what happens now in Maria's energy. My strong arm. Ready? Resist. It's the same thing. Our energy is contracting all the way up from the first chakra to the seventh chakra. So what do these two items have in common?
They're black.
They are black. People have color hypersensitivities. Very, very common. And if you wear clothes of the color that you are basically allergic to, we've met a lot of people over the years who are hypersensitive to black and wear a lot of black. That will affect your energy level, it will affect your mood, kind of bring you down a bit, it can give you aches and pains, It can cause all kinds of problems simply because all the time you're wearing that colour, it doesn't have to be black, it could be any other colour, you are reacting, you are in a state of reaction, your energy is contracted, and that is costing you some of your happiness energy, or your inner strength energy, or your success energy. You know, all these things, all these aspects of our lives are controlled by certain forms of ki in our bodies, and anything we do that weakens one or more forms of ki basically reduces our quality of life. So now let's just try a black item again. So there you go, and there's your energy egg. And once again, ready, resist, and a nice strong lock. So once again, the energy egg is saying, okay, there's an incoming stress, and let's accelerate the elimination as much as possible. So in the beginning, I talked about this charger being an extension of a light resonator. The main part of the light resonator is too big to carry around anywhere. This connects to it, and this normally puts out a much bigger field. When we're charging up energy eggs, or Shendor pendulums, or Shendor angels, or touchwoods, the signal from the charging device goes out 2 or 3 meters all around. But for the purpose of this demonstration, we've cut it down to just a small part of what it usually is, and so its signal doesn't go beyond the edge of the wooden base. There's lots more I could say about the mana that comes down and goes into our devices, but basically the essence of it is any of our devices uncharged don't have any significant effect. They have to be charged first by the charger, connects to the light resonator, and then they become Shendor touchwoods, or guardian energy eggs, or abundance energy eggs, or any other Energize Your Life product. So I hope that makes clear the difference between Energize Your Life products and other products that look similar but don't do the same thing.